No, in North Korea, never gonna happen. There's no internet. We cannot find a YouTube video about sex education.
There is a one defector actually escaped from North Korea because of dildo.
Hi everyone, my name is Eun-hee Park and I'm a North Korean defector who escaped in 2012 for freedom. Today, here is my special guest and my close friend, Yuna Jung, to share her experiences about sex education in North Korea.
Hi guys, my name is Yuna. I'm North Korean defector, as Uni mentioned. And I'm also escaped from North Korea for freedom. And now I'm a North Korean defector talk show TV figure and also human rights activist.
Yeah, she's a very popular figure in South Korea.
I don't think so.
She's a very, very busy woman. She's, I think,
that I can agree, yes.
Workaholic, like me. Let's dive into the very, very fascinating and interesting topic. What sex education looks like in North Korea. Yuna, I just wonder, when was the first time to receive a sex education in North Korea?
I never had a sex education in North Korea.
Oh my God.
Never.
Never?
Never.
I cannot believe I got it.
No, talking about sex in North Korea, it's kind of like in secret topic. I didn't even know how to make babies, and I didn't even know how to make sex.
But when I was in middle school, I received the sex education when I was 13 or 14 years old. But exactly, we don't say sex class, sex education. We just learned about when the woman starts the period.
Oh yeah, that kind of thing is, we call it 위생. Yeah, but not. I didn't get the exactly sex education system like in South Korea, like how to make sex and how to prevent pregnancy. You know, what is the condom? What is the that kind of thing. I never heard about that.
Oh my God! Did you watch the Netflix named Sex Education?
No.
The main character's mom is a sexual kind of counseling stuff. She just sitting down on the sofa with her son and talking about Master B. Master B or Master B?
Master B?
Master B, right?
I think so.
Master B, right?
Master, the doing yourself. I don't know how to call it, but
let's figure out. Oh my God, we don't know that word.
Master B?
Master B? No, that is a country name.
Just call, just translate Korean word.
I don't know.
Tawi? Can I ask you something? Uni and I was taking film, but we just stopped and the taking filming because we don't know the word of master B. Do not laugh, please. Tell me. What do you call it? Okay. So master.
I got it.
Vape.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I will call you later. All right.
Oh my God, you are saver. Oh my God, guys. What we were talking about? I forgot.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Master vape.
The mom.
What happened yesterday is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. Masturbating is normal and healthy.
Like how, like that kind of topic, share with between your mom and
son.
Wow. In North Korea, we never talked about that kind of like sex stuff between parents and their children. It's a very conservative country.
Right.
So when we received the sex education, we call 위생.
Right, like take care of your body
and then they brought the counterfeit, the dick shape. And then how
like dildo,
use,
you mean?
So how to use the condom properly.
In South Korea too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then also watch the video clips about sex. No, in North Korea, never gonna
No,
happen. There's
no.
no internet. We cannot find a
No.
YouTube video about sex education.
There is a one defector actually escaped from North Korea because of dildo.
What?
She was a smuggler.
Uh-huh.
So she just like got some stuff from China and she was selling that stuff to North Korea. And one day she got 6 boxes, like thin and long boxes, and she didn't know what they were. And she just got the boxes and then she just went to Pyongyang because the broker told her to just deliver that stuff. And then she just delivered, and then the security guard came in, and then he just opened it, and then when they're like unboxed the stuff, it was dildo. So because of that, she got like some kind of like a sentence for living in like countryside and some kind of like a village. So she cannot never come out that village. So because of that reason, she actually fled.
First time when I came to South Korea, my friend mentioned about the city, and I thought that city is like a city what we see the like South Korean dramas and American movies, DVD that things, but city is condoms initial letter, so the condom.
Oh.
And I saw the condom at the first time. I thought that is not a condom, that is the balloon.
Right. A lot of North Korean kids actually tried to blow
my
and make a
God.
balloons.
What?
Right.
I was just so ashamed, and then my friend explained, hey, that is not the balloon, that is condom for protect the pregnancy.
One of the factor actually, she told me that she actually blew and make a balloon, but she tastes like kind of like salty. So that time I was like, oh yeah, that could be possible.
The other question, how do people manage unwanted pregnancy in North Korea?
That's very important question. Actually, a lot of women, they do a lot of like the abortion, because women, they don't know how they manage their body, and they don't know that sex education thing, so they don't know how to get pregnant even. So a lot of women actually failed to defend, getting pregnancy. So when I was in university, one of my classmates, she got pregnant because she didn't know how to, defend or how to protect. So she, like in North Korea, the couples are, they don't use condoms and that stuff. So they don't know how to. There is no protection. But nowadays in Pyongyang and some several developed cities, they're using condoms nowadays. But 1 decade ago, people actually they didn't have any protection.
In North Korea, we don't know the concept of birth control. Also, like we don't go to hospital to abort in North Korea.
Right, illegally.
So many like previous doctors who have experience in hospital or just maybe have a current jobs at hospital, but they cannot have a compensation from the government.
Right.
And then they build their own business privately. So many young girls have pregnant and go there to abort, but there is no proper equipment to operate the girls. I heard from my friend who got pregnant, they used the table, the food table what we use, instead of using kind of like equipment to abort, and use like surgery equipment from the hospital. Like they don't properly sanitize them and just use it. So there is no protection for women.
Very dangerous. And can you imagine like one woman actually do abortions like 3 or 4 times in their lives?
In North Korea also women have to take responsibility of pregnancy in North Korea. Like even in South Korea too. But many guys want to avoid that pregnancy. But at least in South Korea, you can go to hospital to
proper hospital.
Yeah, proper hospital to operate properly. But in North Korea, it's just you have to face your life.
Right.
So that is the North Korean system. And what about the prostitute?
I heard many university students actually they do that kind of industry in that kind of business, but I never met him personally. But I heard many stories about that, like especially the train stations and around the street market area. So they're just like, they say that the girls actually telling them, I'm selling flowers.
Yep.
That's what I heard.
So I met actually the prostitute in North Korea when I was 19 years old.
Okay.
I was preparing my escaping, but the girl is younger than me. I guess 18 years old. But she must sell her body because her mom cannot offer anything for her, and also her mom is ill, like a patient. So she cannot go to market to sell the products. She is the owner to breadwinner for family. And she had to sell her sex.
I heard many stories about that, like especially married guys, someone who works for the company as a driver. So when they traveled around the North Korea, they just stopped the car and they just did that kind of business in their car. So when they stopped the car, as soon as they stopped the car, the girls actually approached themselves and then asked him,
Please buy my flower.
Something like that.
People who have 2 rooms in the house,
Yeah.
they use the 1 room for prostitutes, so they can make a profit. And then from the prostitutes,
Right.
the younger that I met also work with the owner of the business woman who is maybe mid-age, and she provided the 1 room for the younger who wants to sell her sex and for her body for guys. And just with the 1 man, sex for 20 minutes. It's just so disgusting. She doesn't even know what condom is and how she have to protect her pregnancy. And she cannot go to hospital to check even. That is sucks. Why I brought this the topic is one of my viewers asked me, what about the prostitutes in North Korea? So
There are
thank
many.
you so much for asking this question.
There are many.
And did you watch that kind of sex education in other countries, the videos about sex education from other countries?
Only I watched the one video South Korean schools actually use. It was really quite a new thing for me. And I believe that moment it's very crucial to tell young kids to know about how dangerous to, put your body into that kind of dangerous moment. And for me, it was kind of like a very strong message for the kids and even for me, because I never had that kind of education things in North Korea. So.
Yeah, I watched the Germany sex education and in Australia. I think in Germany, when they are in kindergarten, they started to teach the sex education.
In South Korea too.
And also in Australia, what is distinguished the sex education between the Germany and Australia? What I watched is in Australia, children got received the sex education how to say no, because the purpose is preventing the molestation. From many guys wanna rape the young children, so they already they have to receive that kind of education how to say no. That was very informative for me, and also South Korean education, like a sex education system, have to accept. I guess, in my opinion,
is we need to tell the kids, like as an adults, that we need to make them to think about sex is a beautiful thing, but also dangerous.
There's poison. Okay, it's a very interesting topic, and then I really like your ideas of sex education, and thank you so much for sharing your insight and thoughts.
It was a really hard subject to talk about because I never had that kind of education system in North Korea.
Yeah, that's true, so do I. If you like this video, please subscribe and please share your experience when you received your first sex education in your country, and so we can also learn from your stories. Thank you so much for your precious time to watch my video, and see you next time.
Thank you guys.
Bye.